What up, y'all? I'm from Houston, obviously. You can hear that right in my... Yeah, what up, y'all? What it do? This is Black Radio Backstage. I am Robert Glasper.
And I'm Jahi Sundance. What's up?
And this is B-R-A-B.
B-R-A.
B-R-A-B. You know if you know.
How you been, man?
I've been good, man. Can't complain. You know?
Nothing to complain about?
Nothing to complain about.
Are you the only person with nothing to complain about?
I mean, can you complain?
Give us one complaint.
I think complaining is it's a choice. You know, you can always pick something to complain about. But I'm a church boy from the South, so there's a song by the Reverend Paul Jones that says I won't complain. It says I've had some good days, I've had some bad days, I've had some hills to climb.
Okay.
I've had some weary days and some sleepless nights. But then I look around and I think things over.
Mm-hmm.
And all of my good days outweigh my bad days, and I won't complain. I didn't even come here to preach, but sometimes you know what I'm saying?
But why are you in a preaching mood?
But why are you in a preaching mood?
Why don't you introduce our next guest?
I'm going to introduce my next guest, who also understands what it is to not complain. He's a church boy like myself, for sure. He's one of the greatest artists we have walking this earth. One of my bros, just a trailblazer, an open-minded cat, a soulful cat. You know, somebody that I know I can call it's one of the greatest performers. By the way, there's a difference between being an artist and being a good performer. Some artists are not great performers, and some performers are not great artists, but he's both. Y'all give it up for my brother, BJ, the Chicago Kid. My brother.
What's goody, man?
What it do?
All is well, no complaints. What's goody?
Oh, man, can't complain, bro.
Yeah, I can't
Won't
either,
complain,
man.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Did you ever sing that in church?
Yeah, I did, man. And what's crazy is, I guess it depends on where you from, the what word you use. Sleepless or lonely nights.
Come on, huh?
And lonely nights and sleepless. And I've
True.
heard sleepless people sing that. So
Yeah.
I guess it's a region wherever you're from or
Absolutely.
whatever it is. But
Absolutely.
yeah, that's a good conversation for later.
Absolutely,
But yes, man,
for sure.
I choose not to complain.
I think that song was recorded. I feel like he recorded that at my church.
Wow.
Shout out to Brentwood Baptist Church in Houston, Texas.
Yeah, respect.
I feel like he did that at my church.
That's what's up.
I want to say Greg Curtis might have been an organ.
Uncle
Possibly.
Greg.
On one of the recordings he did.
Shout out to Greg Curtis, a legend. Great guy.
Absolutely.
Love you, Greg.
Absolutely. Yeah, man, I grew up in church playing. I was playing in church. I played drums in church.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have that in common.
Yeah, for sure.
I played drums when I was 6 years old. I played drums in church for a few years. And then I moved over to the piano when I was like 10 or 11. My pastor was small church,
Yeah.
at that point. A cracking Sunday, it might have been 30 people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and we had my mom was the music director. We had a broke organ in the corner, and and everybody just let me go and learn how to play. I learned how to play during service. I didn't take piano lessons.
I never knew that.
Yeah, I literally learned how to play during service at that church on that little broke organ. That's where I learned. You know what I mean? So
That's amazing.
Yeah. What was your church upbringing like?
It was the same kind of type of thing. It wasn't no mega church. At that time, we never even heard of a mega church. The word probably wasn't even invented. I grew up in the type of church where Sunday school early in the morning was about 9, 10. Main service started about 12. They cooked out the service. The kids come eat while the preacher up. So when they done, our grown folks get to their food.
In that styrofoam.
Yep.
With the three parts.
You know what time it is.
Come on.
Yep. Man, the type of church where everybody knew everybody. Every family was like family.
Yes.
We pretty much grew up together because we had to be at church so much. We pretty much like cousins with a lot of people that we went to that same church with and that stayed within that church. It was pretty amazing. Playing basketball in church clothes, going to the candy store, going to buy chicken wings, all type. Man, we just had so much fun. Trips, youth trips. It was just fun, man. It was another good example of family and believing in a higher power.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Going home between services. Remember you had the 3 o'clock service?
Oh man.
You go home, your mama go right to the kitchen because she had the greens on?
Yeah. My mama cooked dinner before at the house before church, right? So when we get home, we could just eat. But my mama was the one that would always be talking after service for a long time. Or she taking like 3 people home. So now I'm in the back squished up like, man, what's going on, man? Hurry up. You know what I'm saying? So I was like always in some type of predicament.
Absolutely.
And I just wanted to get home and play the game or go out and play basketball with my friends.
Yeah.
A couple times my mama called me like, BJ. I'm thinking I'm like slick, like done took my church clothes off and just left them in the floor, just stepped out of them.
But you keep your church socks on? Keep your church socks on?
No, sir.
You take them off so you can scratch your ankle?
Yeah, but what's crazy is that mark is still on your... that elastic mark's still on your leg. It's still on there, man. My mama called me back, tell me to come get the clothes off the floor and hang them up, and then I go outside. But yeah, I just wanted to go play with my friends, man. That was the time where computers really wasn't so vivid in the lifestyle and the life. We really got I got scars and scabs on my shins from like the bike pedals coming back and bang, all type of stuff. You know, it's just different things growing up that these kids probably don't know nothing about.
Don't know nothing about. They don't know about that pedal that was
come back and hit that shin.
Up in here. Ooh, you know about that pedal, Jay? Did you have that bike pedal?
That when that bike pedal hit your shin?
Yes, with the
teeth. The teeth or without. Either it's force on that shin, and that shit is sensitive.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, tear that joke
The metal
up.
bike pedal with the teeth on it. Yeah, I had that one.
That'd be the worst.
Come on,
but yeah,
bro.
man, I went outside as a kid, man. I had fun. I had friends. Actually, I talked to one of my friends that I've known since like the first grade earlier today, bro.
Really?
Yeah. So it go deep.
Dang. Man, we used to play baseball in the cul-de-sac. You know the cul-de-sac? You know, everybody have a the whole cul-de-sac joint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dang, man. Absolutely. So wait, you started off playing drums in church?
Yeah, I started off playing drums in church. 2 older brothers, whatever they touch, I touch, man. If they was playing drums, I played drums. They was singing, I was singing.
Gotcha.
At church at that time, I mean, we needed a drummer. I was perfect. I was like the understudy of so many. So it was like perfect. It was a dope way for me to kind of I didn't know it at the time, but I guess implicate another part of rhythm within my later singing career.
Right.
It kind of teach me how to abuse the beat. I could be right behind it, right on it, right before the beat.
Yeah.
It just teach me how to be able to beat up the beat versus the beat beat me up.
Gotcha. There you go.
Yeah.
For sure. You ever get back on and play?
Every now and then, but I definitely always feel a little rusty. Give me about a month in a room with nobody around. And
nobody around?
Then I come outside with
you can battle Anderson?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Come on. Hey, you heard it first.
For sure.
BJ talking shit.
I'm with that. I'm a groover though.
Drum vocal battle shit. You know what it is.
I'm a groover, so it's like it's crazy. I'm not the type of guy to come with a bunch of licks, but the licks I have, they got to be solid for me to have them. So you gotta be solid when you need to go to them.
When you go
but
to
I'm
them,
a
you
groover
gotta.
though, man. I want to make that song feel good or that groove feel good for whatever time. That's me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When did you start singing? Like,
oh man, I was singing before I actually was playing drums for real. My memory is kind of strong. I be asking some of my homies like, "What's your earliest memory? Like, how old you think you were?"
Right.
And man, one of my earliest memories is I remember having to sing a lead song in a children's choir at church. And you know how you don't even go to the choir stand; they just put you at the front of everybody. You just stand up right there, and you line up and do it. And yeah, man, I had a solo. Man, it was crazy. I remember my mom made me sing with her and one of my brothers, and we had to sing 3-part harmony for the first time.
Come on.
And we didn't get the parts right. She didn't give us the notes until we was getting out of the car to go in church. So I was already set up to be in this industry, bro. I ain't even think about it like that.
That's why you don't never need rehearsal now. I be like, BJ, you want to run through it? He be like, I'm good. I'm cool.
Oh my God. But yeah, my mom set us up, and honestly, man, we did what we supposed to do. We already knew the song, but
you remember the song?
I think it's "And They'll Know We're Christians by Our Love."
Oh yeah.
I love that change.
Yeah.
And they'll know. But that was it. But that was my first time having responsibility, singing at the same time with other people. And if I messed up, it stopped the train a little bit. So like having harmony responsibility.
Right.
And it was pretty cool, man, singing with my mom. I don't even know if they remember that, but I remember those moments is like embedded in me. Those things that keep me going. Those things that make me want to go on stage when I'm just tired.
Yeah.
That's that extra thing of gasoline in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then the girls want you to sing something to them.
They always around, man. They gonna be here when I leave too, man. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about that right there. Don't even worry about that.
I remember I played clarinet too. I played clarinet solo in church.
Mm-hmm.
I played Reverend Paul
clarinet?
Jones.
What song did you play clarinet?
I played No Rocks.
Ask him why he played clarinet.
That too. That was the next question.
Yeah.
Why did you
tell us
clarinet?
why you played clarinet, Robert?
Because it was marching band time.
All right.
And I wanted to be in the marching band. And that was my first year before I went to HSPVA, the arts high school, I went to Elkins High School. And I just wanted to be in the marching band.
I
played piano, but no piano in the marching band, you know? So they were like, you could play saxophone or clarinet. And I chose saxophone, but they were like, somebody took the last.
Like, you want some Kool-Aid? They just got the last couple.
Somebody took the last saxophone.
Look at an option there. God jokes be funnier than ours.
Oh, no, I'm lying. Sorry. I started playing clarinet in 6th grade. Okay. I played 6th, 7th, and 8th grade clarinet. I don't know why. But to be in stage band or something, I don't know. Because they gave us some recorders. Remember they gave you them recorders?
Yeah, I remember the recorders.
So from that, I wanted to be like, I know exactly why. I want to be like Kenny G.
Now we're getting to the story I wanted to hear.
This was the
story I was fishing for.
Oh, you were fishing for something.
I knew you would get there.
There it is.
I knew you would fucking get there.
I wanted to be like Kenny G.
Really?
And the only thing that mimicked that looked like a soprano saxophone was a clarinet.
How did you get into...
Rob's first?
Not just liking Kenny G, but like, that's where I want to be.
That's where I want to be. Because somehow, Kenny G was huge when I was in 6th grade. And that was my intro to jazz.
Wow.
Like literally, I had a Kenny G tape, before I had a Chick Corea tape. Before I had a John Coltrane tape. I had a Kenny G tape, and that taught me solo, taught me form.
But it makes sense, though. Now you really think about it, and you really give it a chance. It makes perfect sense.
Absolutely.
It's always somebody like that to be the door to, oh, wow, this wonderful world.
You got to picture like 6th grade Rob with the clarinet. He's playing it out the side of his mouth like how Kenny G used to play.
And my band director used to get...
With the tone of a clarinet, I cannot even see Rob's face.
Bro. But I had it with the vibrato.
I'm sure.
And everything. But I'm playing classical music. I'm playing in the stage band. So my band director would be like, Robert! You know, he would get mad at me. Because I would go into my Kenny G shit, but we're playing like a Bach etude or some, I don't know, some kind of classical joint.
Hey.
But I played that for 3 years. And then when I was going to high school, the summer program, going into high school, I told the band director I wanted to be in the jazz band. And at that time, even in 8th grade, bro, I was playing piano, but I wasn't like playing piano. I knew a few songs. I could walk the bass and play some chords, but I wasn't like cracking.
Yeah.
So he was like, okay, well, we can give you a saxophone if you want to play in the jazz band.
Oh, y'all found one.
So I was like, okay, look. He let me have the saxophone over the summertime, and I practiced over the summer as a cappella. Practiced over the summertime. I learned one song, St. Elmo's Fire. If y'all don't know St. Elmo's Fire, it was,
I don't even know.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry, it's a whole thing.
As you get to know Rob, you start to understand like the cornerstones of his young playing career are television themes and Kenny G. And from that, we have the genre bending.
From that, voila.
The guy in front
There
of
you go.
us.
From that, voila.
But I played clarinet. I played No Rocks. Remember, I don't want no rocks crying out. With my voice, I will speak your word. When I open my mouth, I will. Anyway. Yeah, it was weird. Don't worry about it. It happened one time, and I would never do it again.
If you had a clarinet like right this second, would you be able to?
You know what I can randomly play every time?
What?
I probably play someone's clarinet once every 5 years.
I got you. Don't even say nothing. I knew, you didn't think I knew, but watch this.
You better not.
I was just bullshit.
I had texted him before and was like, bring the clarinet.
Somehow I can still play.
You got to swing the mic back. It's something about almost getting up. It's something about like you got to buy into it. You got to get in there.
I can still play Sweet Love, Anita Baker, Sweet Love.
That's dope.
I can still play that.
Okay, now.
You know what I mean?
Anita Baker just never gets old, man.
Come on. Never.
Never, ever.
Absolutely.
Unexpired.
Absolutely. 1,000%. 1,000%.
So, BJ, when did you like first truly know, was there a moment or was it just a gradual progression that you were going to be a singer for your life's career, for your vocation, for your life, for how you put this bread on the table?
Dude, I used to see it doing my homework.
Really?
And I wouldn't even be able to do the homework.
What grade is this?
I don't know if that was the reason, if that's other people's reason for not turning in homework, but I really would sit at the table and be like, wow. Like really seeing me performing in front of thousands, hundreds, just performing in front of people with the right feeling in my heart, knowing that this would be soon one day.
So in those visions, were you in the style of the time, or were you singing like a future music that couldn't
What's
be
crazy is
yet?
You might as well say it was on mute because there was no actual sound. The visual was just so clear. Almost in a dream. You ever had a dream? You woke up, it felt like the dream was 50 hours ago, but you still remember who was in that dream. It's like that. It's like you remember the most important things to let that dream solidify that it was real. It was that same potency. It was continuance. It was all the time. Certain things in my life would happen to allow me to understand that I could never get away from music too. I wanted to hoop too. I thought I was going to be a basketball player one time. You know, me too. I think God let me see all those things early and weed them out. Once you got the tryouts, you see all these other Michael Jordans and Penny Hardaways, and you're like, oh man, I don't take it that serious. Oh, okay. I could hoop, but I ain't like
that.
Yeah, I can't even dunk yet. This nigga just dunk. He's smaller than me. Remember the ankle weights you started tearing your body up. What you about to say?
I was the second tallest kid. I was the tallest kid. We were both the same height in 9th grade, me and this other kid.
Right.
And they came and recruited us for basketball. They made us try out. And I quit during tryouts.
Yeah.
That's
when you find out how real it is. And how real you want it.
Suicides, push-ups. I was like,
man.
I remember doing the push-ups and having the thoughts, I'm not doing this. I'm going to be a musician. And I just kind of got up and left.
You made your choice that day.
Yeah, I called my mom. I was like, this ain't for me.
This day.
Right. I always tell people, because, you know, when you're in junior high school, then when you go to high school, all those other schools funnel into that high school. Because in junior high, I was pretty good.
Yeah.
But it was, mind you, it was like a predominantly white junior high.
Yeah.
So I was pretty good at all the sports. I was kind of in the top echelon of all the sports.
Yeah.
Until I got to high school. And all the black schools funneled into that school.
Yeah.
Jack, I rode that bench so hard.
Yeah.
I tell people I slid that bench to the piano. I just slid that exact bench.
Like 5 heartbeats you knocked the dude who was on the piano off. Dude, I swear it was the same way for me, man. Like my high school, we went to a like basketball is almost like so special to Chicago what boxing is to Baltimore and New York, and you know certain cities are known for certain things. My city has always bred some of the best basketball players that will be in our region. You didn't let me finish my sentence.
Never heard Chicago basketball.
I mean, I could play you outside this.
I've never heard of a Chicago basketball player that was great.
Right, that's crazy. But
I mean,
Michael Jordan ain't from there, but we own him.
Exactly.
We own him.
He's not from there.
He's ours.
He's not
Sorry,
from
Brooklyn.
there,
Sorry, Brooklyn. He's ours.
He didn't grow up there, though. He's not from
Look
there.
what's on his feet today, man. He's ours.
You know what
He's
it
ours.
is.
He's ours.
Absolutely.
But
For sure.
I feel like when I got there and I kind of saw what was really going on, it kind of like I ended up in the band. But the band at my high school was some of the coolest, realest cats. It wasn't like. It was like super nerds. Of course, it was like, you know, bookworms in our band like any other. But like my cousin was in the band. Other homies that I saw in school, I was like, yo, he cool. Like, in the band playing tuba, killing. I'm like, yo, this is, so I get it. My band got into fights, all type of crazy stuff. You better not cross this line while we marching. I get it. That was like the first gang. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But man, I met so many of the coolest people that I could actually depend on in life outside of that band room. That band room became like a fortress for us, man. When you ain't feel like dealing with too much, Mr. Key let us come in there and just kind of like, you know, get it off our chest and just kind of have fun. It was freedom. It was structure. Our band director ain't play either. Mr. Key, he'd throw a stand at you. I'm happy we out of school and his statute of limitations out, but he'd throw a stand at you. He ain't play. Like he wanted you to understand what it was, but you also learned what that feeling was when you did something right, and you did something right in your position of the chain to make the chain look amazing and be as amazing as it could be. I mean, I learned so much in band, and in high school it was so cool. But I was like, I guess Nick Cannon in drumline. I could not read music, and at some part, if you was gonna be a part of the band, at some part you were supposed to take music as a class. I never took it as a class, but I learned it so fast from like chops, like my brother and them listening to Steve Gadd and all these other crazy drummers and Chris Dave and all these other mid condition and listening to Stokely playing drums. Just in church too, Chicago so competitive. So I was always around sharp drummers, period. So I think it just told my ear to pick stuff up so fast where the middle of my freshman year, I became section leader of what I did. Yeah. And everybody was like, you read music? I was like, no. But I'm like, shut up, nigga. Don't blow my cover. I'm one of y'all. I just go to church and like both my brothers play drums. My cousin that was in the band before me, he played drums. It was just everywhere around me, man.
You ever played and sang?
Nah.
Nobody Miles?
No?
Nah.
No Phil Collins? No
Again,
Stokely?
give me 30 days by myself.
Come on.
Give me 30 days by myself. But yeah,
that's going to be the album.
That was interesting.
Whenever you do a drum singing album, 30 days by myself.
I love it. It sounds like an old head for sure.
I have a gift for like titles.
It's not a bad title.
That's a good ass title.
30 days by
30 days by myself.
But can you say like 30 days by myself?
30 days.
30 days by myself. Yeah, man. So that was like to answer that question and more. Those were the times where I kind of like knew. I remember it's I don't know if they still have it in Chicago, but it was like this big youth conference of churches that would get together and it'd be like jam sessions and like some of the best musicians came.
GMWA? Not GMWA.
IYSBC, if I'm not saying it wrong. I know you don't, I'm just talking. But if I'm not mistaken. And I wanted to sing so bad. I want to play drums. Dude, when I got there and saw how many drummers wanted to play, I think every drummer they had, there was a drummer before they got there was like, nigga, I'm going to play at the youth conference. They got a big choir and everything, so it was like the thing.
Right.
When I saw it, like it was like 80 drummers. I was like, I want to sing. I don't even want to go over there.
Mama, I want to sing.
And it's so crazy that one of the gentlemen at the time, I don't know if he was over it, but he was kind of definitely a part of helping keeping it together and keeping it dope. But at that time, his name was John Hanna, but now he's a pastor of Chicago, like one of the most amazing pastors in that city, man.
Right.
And he was like, you gonna sing this song. I was like, now I'm in sister act, like, what? Fa la 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 la. Like, ropes. Right, it's one of those moments, like, it always chose me. It always chose me. And I wanted to sing that day, and I sang my tail off, man. And it was kind of like the first time that anybody around me got to see that side of me in a more public form outside of my church. I sang in my 8th grade graduation, too.
Oh, what you sing?
Bro, I said it's so hard to say goodbye, right? But I kept singing, and I'll take, because I couldn't find the exit. So I kept singing, and I got to the end, I kept going, and I'll take. So imagine about 4 and I'll takes at the end after both verses, bridge, everything done. I couldn't find the exit, man. And my homie was like, you sound good, bro. Why you kept singing and I'll take? And we both just looked at each other and started cracking up laughing.
Man.
You know, one of your realest homies is going to keep it so real with you where you get to laugh at yourself, but you also get to tell him, dude, I couldn't find the exit, man. It's just like a real homie moment. But that's the homie that I spoke with earlier, like Marcus. Shout out to Marcus Ross, man. But yeah, bro, I had a lot of funny moments of breaking that fear.
Yeah.
You know, back then, certain instruments, you couldn't tell the homies, you nigga, I play clarinet. Nigga.
Yeah, not at all.
But let's go to the liquor store and go ahead. Like, that don't sound right?
Yeah.
So they knew that my family went to church and that we were very musical, but when I was with my homies, I was not humming no music, nigga. I was rapping Money Cash Hoes, DMX like y'all was. Right. I was rapping, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever we were, I was on what we was on as a crew. Yeah. But that 8th grade graduation, my first time like singing in front of them, I was nervous. I'm talking about my grandma was there. My whole family was, I was nervous. But I'm happy that I got over that thing very early because it allowed me to continuously find the new evolution of myself in front of new audiences all the time now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Super cool.
What you got, Ja?
Okay. Sound like we in the 5.0.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
We in the 5.0, but the question is,
what it is?
What's on your rider? What's on your rider, son? What's on your rider?
Okay.
What's on your rider, G? What's on your rider? Do you want to ride or die?
Yeah.
La 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 la.
Okay.
What's on your rider?
What's on my rider?
Yeah.
What's on your rider?
What's on my rider?
What's on your rider?
What's on my rider?
What's on your rider? What's on your rider?
This is a segment where we just talk about shit we have on our rider.
Yeah, my rider is very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. I always got to have some hot food for when I get off stage. I don't like it sitting there all day. That type of particular detail can make people sound bougie, but who wants to eat cold chicken wings when you just got off stage sweating your tail off for an hour, sometimes hour 15, hour 30. Waters, juices, I prefer apple juice.
What kind of apple juice?
I like Martinelli's. That's the only way to go. If you don't have Martinelli's, you just be like, hell, I'll take what you got.
And I don't even want the big bottle. I don't want the big thing of Martinelli.
Yeah, the little.
I just want a bunch of
I want my
little
individual apple.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Apparently, when you bite it,
like
if you
it sound like an apple.
It sound like an apple.
Yeah.
Oh.
Apparently they. You can fact check this.
You trying to get me to bite into a glass bottle?
No, the plastic junk.
The plastic one.
Oh, the plastic one.
It was engineered.
Okay.
To purposely sound like an apple when your teeth.
Because I think it's doubled. I think it's doubled.
When your teeth slip off of it, it sounds like.
Yeah.
I'll do that motion one more time just for the viewers at home. Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
You used to doing that?
Oh, camera makes no good. So look. What else? Martinelli's.
Yeah.
Some water. I would say any water but Dasani, honestly. I just can't. Is
Dasani your joint?
No.
Oh, you say any water but Dasani.
Dasani. Yeah.
Nah.
If I can get Fiji, that's my favorite.
I take that. Honestly, and when it's cold and you guzzling water,
you
like who
Fiji?
Really?
Dasani ain't sponsoring us.
Fiji waters. I'll be drinking your waters if you want to send us.
You hear that, Dasani?
And I'm not tired yet.
We don't be drinking your water.
Sorry, Dasani.
Dasani, y'all are dishonest.
Please don't send us no checks. We don't want no Dasani checks.
I don't know where that water from.
Dishonest Dasani.
Some woman to eat. We always keep call it crazy, but just the hood nigga in me.
Yeah.
We keep turkey meat, cheese, mustard, mayo, sandwich. Yeah, you gotta have that with the chips.
That's almost like tour bus shit.
Yeah, bro.
Like a tour bus rider is a little bit different than a regular rider.
Yeah, it is.
Because you're thinking of, I'm taking this on the bus.
Yeah, I'm taking this on the bus. And sometimes I might want something just super light.
Yeah.
That I'm very extremely familiar with. That I know
how it's going to turn out.
Yes, sometimes you have to think.
Didn't come from some restaurant.
When
you're
on the road and you living outside of your personal quarters at home, you have to think differently a lot. And I think traveling and touring a lot in my life, I'm very good at kind of that transition.
Yeah, and different countries.
That too. That sandwich hold man. Listen,
because
that sandwich hold you down.
The show's over and you in a different country. You don't know the restaurant where they're getting nothing from.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes when you it's hard for us because we have to sometimes depend on those restaurants that we know.
They don't know after that big old show, that man ate a turkey sandwich with mustard on it, with cheese on it, and with some chips and was fine. He was
fine.
Fine. Laughed just as loud as he did last night.
Absolutely.
Just don't know what's going to happen sometimes.
But that's also why I make the excuse, but it's true. We kind of go to our go-tos.
What's that?
Sometimes you hit the KFC.
Yeah.
Because you know what it is.
You go to the embassy.
It's the familiarity.
It's the familiarity.
That's the whole thing of the sandwich. That's the whole thing of the sandwich. It's something that can't go wrong. You spend another $5, man. You get your job peanut butter and jelly. Now you got your whole nother sandwich. You feel me?
Come on.
It's ways to do this.
But they be
thing,
backstage like, try the hush mirage.
Yeah.
And you be like, I don't know if I should try the hush mirage.
Y'all want me to sing tomorrow and eat this tonight? Okay, let's pray.
I got to get on a flight tomorrow.
Let us pray.
I don't know.
No.
Bro, on the tour bus, bro, I done put electric skillets, pressure cookers, all type of stuff on it. I done cook like real home meals on the
Come
bus.
on.
Spaghetti, fried fish.
Come on.
Chicken, steak, potato, all type of stuff on the bus, bro.
Come on. That's real. Terrace is telling me that Snoop does that. Man. He makes actual dinners, like collard greens, chicken, macaroni and cheese. Like he likes to cook.
And I hit the tour group text like food ready. And one by one, they come down like kids that was playing outside in the alley, dirty. And they come on in the house and eat.
You be in there like, wash your hands.
Yeah, wash your hands, Playboy. Wash your hands, Playboy. But the place right there, they go to sporks and foons and all that. Yeah, man. But I think in the midst of tour can be a lot, man. There's so many different climates, so many different venues, attitudes. It's a lot of the same things sometimes with the with shows and things like that. Just that little hug from home sometimes could just recharge your battery a little bit. Just that little thing. And,
Absolutely.
yeah, you spend $20 or $40 at Walmart, you get you some plug-in things, and man, you can make some magic happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I need certain things when I'm gone.
Yeah.
Like I always have Martin.
Yeah.
I don't care where I am.
Mandatory.
I'm gonna be watching Martin.
Mandatory.
You feel me? Like that's I'm home.
Yeah.
I feel it. I'm charged. I'm good.
Mine is Martin and Tom and Jerry.
Shut up.
I'm huge on Tom and Jerry.
Wait,
bro.
are you serious?
I even buy them at the truck stop because sometimes the joints still be having DVD players on them. You like, man, let me go ahead and buy some DVDs. And you feel ancient. You feel like a dinosaur buying them, but you buy them shits and you find yourself, that nostalgicness is just like everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was nothing like, as a kid, a peanut butter jelly sandwich watching Tom and Jerry when it's raining outside.
Come on.
Oh, my God.
Come on.
That's equivalent to a blunt right now. Like that's paradise, man. That's
What's
paradise.
funny, I was just watching Tom and Jerry with my daughter 2 days ago, and I immediately was just talking about, because now I watch it differently. I'm watching for the score.
You do.
The scoring on them joints?
Bro, it's expensive. These are expensive cartoons right here.
Gosh.
Yeah, that orchestra was working.
The orchestra was working because they're frame fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So frame fucking, just so people know,
what it is.
It's a term that people like people that score and compose to
a finished video.
A video.
Mm-hmm.
They're literally like, when I'm picking up this glass, there's music that mimics the movement of that in real time. Everything I'm doing, there's music to mimic that. Like, it's not like they just, because in some scoring, they give you a composition that's already written and it just kind of blankets over the screen.
Can I say it for the people that don't get it? It's live music as well as it's literally played in one take. It's one take of the, yes.
See, like even when his hands move, it's doing
all that stuff is played in the same room.
all that stuff. In the same room
No
with the
Pro
orchestra.
Tools and none of that stuff.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the video of the old white man who did it on one machine?
Nah.
He like made one instrument, bro, that did the, I'll show you guys this video.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys this video. And it's gonna blow your minds after this.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this is gonna fuck you up. It's got like the drums in it, the organ, the piano, the all the sound effects, and he's like, like everything.
That's
bro.
crazy.
It's unbelievable. I'll show you the video later. Yo. He built like a contraption for it.
I just saw a little video of maybe like 10 seconds of them actually doing it live to a cartoon. I was like, that.
Yeah, those orchestras were
everything
working.
I thought was exactly what it was, because you can feel it and it's too perfect. It's too like there. It's too dead on. It's like it's magic. When it's off, I'm sure like music, in our term of it, it's magic when it's right. That's why it feels wrong when it ain't.
Right.
I think it's the same way, man, because it sinks. And I think to do something in such a simple form for children to get, but we still watching it. How many years later, bro?
Right.
Them cartoons is older than some of my favorite songs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Shout out to Tom and Jerry, man.
Shout out to Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Golly.
He said, I could take that one.
Pineapple.
Oh, man. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about pineapple,
Let's talk about it.
How did you make what was the thing behind it? Like, was that,
man,
you know,
the name or the end all, everything else?
All the things.
The name came from my cousin Dion. He used to always like have candy in church. And he'd be like, you never had to ask him. He just go, he just like,
he was the grandmama in church?
Not the
he
grandmama.
Took the place of the grandmama?
But he was just always like having it. Like he know what we was on. He like, but he the older cousin though, so I get it.
Okay. Hit the strawberry joints too?
Pineapple, bro. It was the pineapple, bro. It was about the tang, bro. It's about the zing. So when we would, his younger brother David, which was like me, David, and Ryan, we were like thick as thieves, like as kids, we cousins. All on my mom's side, but going to David's house to play basketball, that's what we did all day long. And then we come in the house and you hear Dion stumping, playing music. He had one of the biggest musical collections I ever known of somebody that was under 21. Like, dude, he spent his money on music, bro. Huge Prince fan, huge Michael Jackson fan, huge Guy fan, huge Teddy Riley, Jodeci, SWV, like all of the guts of what the core is, even the stuff people still sampling now, that's what he was playing. But like every day, all day. Even playing the video game, he had the music loud. Like he spent money on the music and the sound system. He had a sound system like the type of thing somebody would have on like Boomerang, the 2 tall speakers with the that he had, like it was too grown for him. Like, but how do you know about this? How you know where to find it? How you get money to get it? Like he was always like that kickstart. So beyond my brothers introducing me into those things, Dion was like that person that kind of like always played the most unique stuff, or always recording only Prince's or only Jodeci or only D'Angelo performance off the awards. He was like, his tapes would be very well edited. Like, and he recording over other stuff, but like he got only the gold. Like he was such a big music influence to me. And when I was making that project, we were skipping so many different genres, but it was still soul music. Now that I step back and look at it, I could only name it something sweet like Candy, man. And that Candy was that Pineapple Now Later.
Right.
It was so weird. I was singing background for Usher during the time making that some of the albums. A lot of that album was created in Atlanta, Georgia.
Really? Shit! I had no idea you sang background for Usher.
Yeah, I sang background for Usher during the Confessions tour, and a couple times, dude. I came back to rehearsal with the same clothes from yesterday because I was working on Pineapple. I would leave rehearsal and go straight to the studio. Probably get some Waffle House or some Crystals or something quick, some hood cheap stuff that you get right for the per diem. You know what I'm saying?
We almost met back then. I almost did that tour, bro.
That's crazy.
I almost played keys on that tour.
That would have been crazy.
Because I actually auditioned for Kern. Kern was the MD,
that's
right?
Crazy. His brother.
His brother. That's right.
Yeah, his brother.
His brother was
yeah.
And I was somewhere in a rehearsal studio in New York, and Natural
he
saw me walking down the stairs. He's like, "Well, I was rehearsing with Bilal."
Wow.
I was like, he's like, "What you doing here?" I was like, "Rehearsing with Bilal." He's like, "Yo, we holding auditions for keyboards right now. For Usher, can you come in and just play some anything, bro?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell the guy about you." So I walked there, he told dude about me, boom, boom. He just like, "Pad something," so I started playing. He's like, "Oh man, you dope." They called me the next night, like, "You got it."
Wow.
It was like, "You got it, you won." They told me the pay, they told me everything. This is what we doing. But apparently the keyboard player came back. Whoever couldn't make it, he ended up coming back. So
Arthur, buddy. That's crazy. We'd have met back then. That's so
we would
crazy.
have met.
It's so
back
crazy.
Then.
I left singing background I left Mary to go to Usher.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was singing background on Mary.
So who all have you sung background that we know of?
Like, you went from churches to like stadiums, like whoa. It was a big jump.
So many of our great artists ever have sung background for so many people, and you don't even realize it. Because I did that Luther Vandross documentary. I scored that joint. And then that's where I learned Luther's background for Bette Midler.
He's one of the first ones I know.
They were a section who played on everybody's records.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was like him and somebody,
2 or 3 other people.
And they were on so many joints.
Yeah, like
so many joints.
David Bowie, like so many.
A lot of sessions, bro.
Yeah.
Who all have you sung background for?
Jill Scott, Anthony Hamilton, Mary,
Dang.
Usher, The Killers. Who else? Avant.
Crazy. Avant.
Doom. We see them aunties get up there and hit the body roll, and they like, hey. Who else? Man, so many other people. Jamie Foxx. Every now and then, people find like videos of like me singing background and send them to me, and I like get to laugh and see the BJ with the braids and whatnot. But yeah, so many others, man. Ja Rule.
Wait, what?
Yeah. When they if it wasn't for the money, cars and jewelry, jewels and all the things I got, I wonder. Yeah, I had to sing that on like Mad TV. Remember Mad TV was on Fox?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I did some one nights singing background for some artists, like shows like that. Back a lot of Jay Leno's and stuff like that at that time. Yeah. And a lot of tours with other artists. But man, that was my time of learning.
Absolutely.
I remember I was singing background for Anthony Hamilton, and remember when Kanye first had his blog, like the very first blog, where it was like very just like plain, like just simple. You scroll up and down.
That was like the Good Friday stuff when he was putting the Good Friday music?
This is way before then. It's like when he had a blog, I would say like 2016, maybe 14, something like that. And I was on a tour bus. My phone just keep ringing. I'm like, hello? It's my older brother. He like, hey, because I put him onto the blog. I'm like, yo, you be seeing cool stuff on there, like, all this clothes. It's just lifestyle culture stuff. And I put my brother on it. My brother was like, hey, you been on the blogs today? I was like, nah. He was like, yo, mixtape on there. I'm on the bus. I'm on the bus sleep, singing background like, what yeah, on what blog? He like, it's like it's on Kanye blog. So I wake up, see the blog. I'm like jumping in the back of the bus because I know these niggas, but I ain't sending them my mixtape. I wasn't like pressing them.
Yeah.
So it was like one of those first times that I got to see as an artist, but still at a stage before being an artist that somebody was watching. And I thought that was really, really cool, especially for me not to send it to them, for me not to call nobody. And I know these guys, but it was really cool, for it to organically just a cool, like, that's almost like the cute girl at the club wink at you, like, oh, okay, what's up, man?
You didn't even have to try to
Yeah,
holler.
yeah.
She started
That's enough for now. I figure the rest out, you know? But it was a really
put that
cool
wink
moment.
in your pocket and hold on to it for a week.
You feel me? Yeah.
For a week.
Yeah, but to not be thirsty.
Was a super baddie?
Yeah.
Even if you didn't get the number, nothing, I could hold on to that feeling for a strong 7 days.
Absolutely.
And to not be thirsty is continuous of many more days, many more tries, many more hours, you know? To not be thirsty, you have your battery life is long. You know? Yeah, you're good. But it was like a really cool journey to sing background, because now being an artist, my POV is different.
Yeah.
I'm very much more understanding of a lot of things.
Yeah.
It keep me on my dude. I was with a certain artist. We by the side of the stage. They got the lights out. They got the purple and blue lights out doing this. They got their name on the big old jumbotron, and they ain't got the money. So we literally sitting on the side. We ain't in the back room, bro.
Right.
We on the side of the stage, like, what as the background singer, we like, what we gonna do? Somebody's like, they ain't got the rest of the money. So you get to learn what to do. And these people are screaming your name.
Mm-hmm.
You get to learn how to handle those situations and not lose your fans. You get to learn a lot of different things, you know, being a little nosy or just like with a heart of wanting to do this later. You get to understand a lot of things that you could possibly be in later to help you handle things in a more mature way for your brand to continue to grow, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's time for a little weird science.
Oh, let's do it.
You ready, BJ?
No
you have
diggity.
no idea what's about to happen.
I'm gonna take you back. No diggity, no doubt. Oh shit. What is this? New Robert Glasper coming out on Christmas Day.
You know what it is. Let them know what it is, child.
This is weird science.
Mm-hmm.
Science.
Word.
We're in the future.
Right.
You are allowed to create your partner, your wife,
Wow.
out of at a factory, a person factory.
Okay.
You can put 5 albums imprinted into that person's brain. Those albums will be like the cornerstone of their music taste, some of their personality, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And this is your partner.
Okay.
What 5 albums are you putting in their brain?
Woo!
5 albums. She gotta have Voodoo for sure. Instantly. That's of course easy.
Voodoo.
Okay.
D'Angelo, let's go.
I think she gotta have a Milton Bronson album.
Jesus, we
too.
worship
She gotta
and
have
we praise your name.
Because when I come in late, we're gonna have her to have something to anchor to. Cause when the anchor grips
Right.
solid rock, you gotta make sure the anchor holds and grips the solid rock.
Come on.
What else? I give her some I give her some Jill.
Okay.
I let her pick where she want to go. I can't even be mad at that.
Okay.
Um,
No, she can't pick.
You got
I
to
You're
gotta
making
pick.
her.
Yeah, we're in the lab.
That's right.
the first album.
Boom.
Okay.
The first album.
Yeah, for
Great.
sure. Who is Jill? Who?
Yeah, who is Jill
Who is
Scott?
Yeah.
If not the live album that everybody forgot about. She did a live album that was like
Mm-hmm.
pretty much amazing.
Mm-hmm.
What album is the name of the? What's the name of the album? The Anita Baker album with Caught Up in the Rapture of Love. You got to give
Rapture.
it something.
Rapture, yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
That's
sure.
4.
That's 4.
Yep, one left.
Last but not least, I give her a Lil Kim album, the hardcore album, something that she could like talk her shit off.
Oh.
You got to give her a balance. Like
You did a little
Yo.
switcheroo on there.
yeah, you got
You're
to
being
give her a
thoughtful.
balance.
He's being thoughtful.
If there's a plate, it has
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a plate
yeah.
of food, right? Look,
That's what you want.
Yeah. If there's a plate of food, if there's a
you
plate
want
of
Lil
food,
Kim, and you want that gospel record. What was the guy's name? What was the guy's name? What was the second one you said?
Milton Brunson.
Yeah, you want Milton Brunson,
yeah,
and you want Lil Kim.
Absolutely.
You want both
church
of them.
lady on Sunday.
Thompson Community Singers. Yeah, give a little bit of that.
Absolutely.
You wanna know why? Because think
Good
about
balance.
Think about a well-balanced soul food plate or a well-balanced plate of whatever your favorite. It's probably a little savory. It's probably a little sweet on there. It's probably a little spice on there. Yeah. It's a bread to kind of, it's kind of coffee bean the nose of the palate. You know when you buy cologne, it kind of
Absolutely.
So I like my woman to have a balance where it kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And two, like I don't like always having to be the DJ.
Yeah.
True that.
I do music. Now I'm at work.
Now I'm at work.
Cool, for free.
That's what my lady's doing.
And you have to say they just said. Yeah, so I would love for her to have an incredible music taste. You'd be surprised. At one point in my life, I would love to go to women's place to hear the music they would play because it will always remind me of something I haven't like played or just remembered in a while, or it would just give you just that oomph that you need. You'd be like, wow, okay. Yeah. And you also get to read the mind of a woman a little bit. Yeah. That's our number one consumer in our game. So I love it. Yeah, it's like doing your homework and getting some work done at her home too. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question.
What's up?
One recording session you wish you could have been at and watched. Been there for.
Superwoman Stevie Wonder.
Ooh.
Superwoman Stevie Wonder. Yeah.
Part 1 or part 2?
For both, because I mean, I wouldn't say it's the first time it's ever been done, but I've never, at the time when I witnessed that, I've never witnessed anybody before that kind of combined something like that and how it was counted on the album and had totally told one story and the evolution of the first story. I was just blown away. His vocal ability. I mean, to see Stevie Wonder play drums for his song would just be amazing. So let alone see how he moved to complete a whole composition of one piece. Any song of Stevie Wonder, but that song in particular for sure.
When the summer came, you
You
were
know,
not around.
oh my God.
Now that summer's gone.
Love cannot be found. Wherever you and I need you. Last winter, my love. Oh my God. And bro, it's like
everything.
The moogs, the everything, like it's like clouds over his voice. It's so weird in a good way.
Yeah.
How good is this man?
Oh man. I think he's the greatest artist of all time.
Bro, all that analog, it's like 3 different parts that's not crashing into each other. This is like it's so weird, but
and it
amazing.
doesn't happen without him, because some artists, when we talk about artists, it's like when you say greatest of artists of all time, sometimes it's the artist plus their arranger. They're so-and-so.
Yes.
They're
it's
blah, blah,
another
blah.
entity.
It's another entity. They're a vocal producer. They're this, they're that. Stevie. That's all you need. Maybe his engineer.
Yeah. I'm sure. Little assistance. Yeah.
He probably does need an engineer.
I'm sure. I don't know if he can do it.
If it came to it, but I'm sure to help him, he can move faster without.
Yeah.
But other than that, bro,
I'm sure if they threw the braille on the board, he would mix the record himself. I mean,
his last name is perfect. It's a wonder.
It literally is a wonder,
and it's such a wonder. People, you heard the Shaq story, right?
No.
So Shaq said, he stayed in like a building off Usher or whatever it was, Sunset, wherever. And rumor was Stevie Wonder lived in the same building, but he never got to see him. So he said one day he like ran to the store or something, come back real quick, hop on the elevator, and he said, lo and behold, Stevie Wonder. Said, get on the elevator. Shaq said, I'm gonna be quiet He said, Stevie Wonder turned and said, what's up, big fella? What's up, big fella?
He could probably hear he was feeling.
I don't know, man, but
all those
I know all his other senses probably got to be in
Oprah gave him like a Maybach for singing Happy Birthday at her birthday party.
Maybach?
Yeah, she gave it to Stevie. He sang. Yeah, he sang Happy Birthday.
Right.
And she gave him the car as a thank you.
Wow.
Yeah. And by the way, y'all, there will never, ever in life be any Stevie Wonder slander.
And
we will never.
Hell no.
We will show up at your front door for that one.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But the reason why I'm telling that story is he sent her a video back of him driving it.
No!
He's hilarious.
So that's what I'm telling you is like
he's hilarious.
this whole
He's
is he
hilarious.
blind? Is he not blind? Conspiracy stuff.
Yeah.
Did you see the video of him shooting the jump shot?
No.
Switch.
Did he make it?
I'm gonna show y'all after the.
I gotta show y'all that. So it's two
but
videos.
bro,
we got.
it's a video that Stevie Wonder shooting a jump shot.
You watched that We Are the World documentary?
Not yet.
Oh man.
I know
Watch
it's
that.
incredible.
Watch that.
What session do you wish you could be at? Well, what? Yeah.
Ooh.
What about for you today? I know it could be a million each day, different ones. What's today?
Today,
Mm-hmm.
Off the Wall.
Any specific song?
While we're talking about Stevie, can't help it.
Why not?
Cause then you got Uncle Greg, Billy
Yeah,
James on there.
yes,
You got-
yes.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't know if Stevie was at that session.
And it's a mid
I know it's
tempo. You
Stevie's
can't
tune.
die with a mid tempo. So
yeah,
good,
but
though.
just the way Quincy smoothed it out and just
Hmm.
made it what it was, and it's a Stevie tune.
Yeah.
I would just love to have been there.
What about you, Jay?
I'm gonna have to go with probably. Ooh, this is hard. This is a tough one. What do
No
you
Woman,
think?
No Cry.
I was thinking Bob Marley.
Okay.
At first, I was thinking Bob Marley. But I think I would really like to have been at Nirvana's session.
Wow.
For me, I would like to have been at the session where, because there's a story about Grohl and the producer, Butch Vig, getting in an argument about using a click track on, I think it's Come As You Are. Don't kill me, internet, if I'm wrong. But it's one of the tunes that's like, and they got an argument about using a click track. And in the end, the producer said, no, you're using the click track. And then the click track changed because they used to speed up a lot.
Right.
And when you don't speed up, it just becomes more powerful, the song, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and so I would love to have been in one of I want to be at a session where people got in an argument or something interesting happened.
The one
Something
session,
special
what I mean?
happens after that argument.
And then something special happens after
the
that.
one session I did with Anita Baker, I did a session with Anita Baker.
Wow.
I wrote a song for her.
Mhm.
It's in my computer.
Yeah.
Because the record she was working on never really came out.
Yeah.
But I did this. I might have been the last person to write a song
For Anita
for
Baker.
Anita Baker.
Wow.
Possibly.
That's fire.
This is probably 2017 or 18.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, a lot of people don't know she could mix her own album if she wanted to. Like she has an SSL at her house.
Wow.
Like she knows how to use the board. And I watched her argue with the engineer over something. I don't know how to use it, so I don't know what they were arguing over. It was
Yeah.
a bunch of numbers and letters being thrown out. A bunch of it's the 550 LAX. Blah, 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 blah,
Wow.
blah. And she was going in,
Wow.
no, it's 544. Blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, because I feel like Dre Harris was with me too.
Wow. Shout
I
out
feel
to
like
Dre.
Dre,
Yeah.
my bro. And because he co-produced it with me. I think she was right. Like
She
after
probably
this
was.
argument,
Yeah.
and it's the same studio she recorded Angel in, by the way.
Wow.
By the way.
At her crib.
Basically.
In my backyard.
Basically. No, hold up. When I got to the spot, she answered the door with oven mitts on, said, "Are you hungry? I'm making baked ribs." Yes, she did. The hell she did. Tell me she didn't.
That's because she got. Remember we was talking about that plate and those different genres. She got all of them. She
Come
got,
on.
She got all of them. Yeah, she
Come
got all
on.
of them.
Come
She got all of
on.
them.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I said that. Something segue somehow.
I love hearing those stories, bro.
You know what I mean?
I love hearing those stories,
I
bro.
got another for you.
What up?
Faith Evans.
Okay.
Love Faith. You ever work with Faith?
Yes.
I can hear y'all. Y'all sung together?
Not like we wanted to.
Oh,
We want to.
bro.
Faith, where you at? What's up? I still want it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Y'all together is
In a real way.
Woo.
I would love that.
Anyway, Black Radio 2.
Mhm.
Faith was on the song.
Right.
And she finished singing the song. She kicked me out the studio, by the way. She said, she did like a half a verse and she's like, "Do you mind leaving?"
Yeah.
She's like, "Nobody, I never record my vocals for anybody." She's like, "Puffy had to leave the room. He can never stay in my set." I was like, "No problem."
Mhm. I understand.
She finished, she killed it. She would come out every now and then and be like, "Come listen,"
Mhm.
Then she was like, "Next time you're in LA, let me know and I'll make you some lobster mac and cheese." I said, "Don't play with me. I will call you next time I'm in LA."
Yeah.
And I was back in LA 2 months later to mix Black Radio 2.
And you took up on that offer.
I called her. I said, "Hey, I'm in LA.
Yeah,
what's up with that lobster mac and cheese?"
A lot of people would not catch that coupon.
You know what I mean?
A lot of people hold on to it for life. They won't do it. They won't put you to the test. And you just sound good saying it like, "Oh, she's so sweet."
You
like,
know what I
nigga,
mean?
I need that.
Absolutely.
Go to the store.
I just tested it. Mm-hmm. I hit her. "Hey, I'm in LA. What's up with that lobster mac and cheese?" She said, "What's the address? Where you at?" She showed up to my engineer.
She wanted all the smoke.
Q Million. Showed up to Q Million's house about 5 hours later with a crock pot and the Biggie shirt on.
It was real.
He still got the crock pot at his crib.
What?
And it was delicious.
I bet. Singers could cook, man. I love to cook, bro. That's one of my things.
Oh, you can cook?
Put another cook on it.
Can you cook? You can cook.
Yeah, there
Come
you go.
on.
That sounds more like it.
What's some of your favorite things to cook?
2 days ago, I made pot roast, bro. Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
With carrots?
If you like carrots, yeah. I do carrots, potatoes, celery. I got you.
Wait, seriously though? Come on, BJ.
My dad, father, man. Some things my dad cooked and my mama never cooked.
Yeah.
Because that's what he did, you know?
Right.
Almost like grilling, but it was things in the kitchen without going outside that he cooked.
A grill. I don't know how to grill though.
My grill game is pretty decent now. But
I got a grill.
But
you got to come by the grill.
Grilling ain't just the grill, it's the seasoning and then grilling it properly for it to be, because I like a little char on my grilled.
You gotta get an egg.
Yeah.
Do you have an egg?
Huh?
You gotta get an egg.
I don't got the green egg.
Get an egg.
I want one. That's how I knew what you was talking about. That's how I knew what you was talking about.
Green egg? What's that? Hold on. What is it, Jaheed?
It's a grill.
It's a grill.
It's a smoker grill. It's
a grill. I just bought one.
Really? What is it?
It's like an egg-shaped grill.
Right.
And it's ceramic on the inside.
Tell him.
So it's kind of like an oven and a grill and a smoker. Bro, buy one of these things.
Bro, what's crazy is I'm kind of like spoiled.
I'll show you pictures.
Yeah.
Bro, you are gonna love it.
I would. I know I would. Bro, I like going to, you know how like people like going to clothing stores? I like going to the cooking store sometimes. Dude, that's how it took me 2 months to find, because I didn't want to order from Amazon. I wanted to go to the store and find it. It took me like 2 months to find the tweezer clamps, the tongues.
Yeah.
I wanted the tweezer joints. I wanted the fish tongues. Yeah.
Right.
I wanted it's just certain things I like the way I like, and I got to do it how I do it.
I can't cook shit. I cannot.
Quarantine was my time to cook everything.
I can't cook a damn thing.
PJ, you're really good at cooking. Robert, you're really good at ordering at restaurants.
I am. I'll order.
So we'll never lose then. We'll never lose.
You know what I mean?
We'll never lose.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That was crazy. But nah, for real, quarantine was my time. I cooked everything that I loved as a kid, bro.
Speaking of cooking, speaking of food.
Everything.
What's up with gravy?
Oh, man.
What's up with gravy?
That gravy been brewing since I was born, man.
You see that transition I just did?
Yeah.
Smooth.
Hey, it's like a taper in the barbershop, huh?
Come on. You know what I'm saying? The number 9?
The number 9 right there. Right there, boy.
So
right there, I
smooth.
said it's cheaper to keep it there, boy. Yes, sir. But nah, man, gravy has been a very beautiful process in my journey of just being an artist. I think too, I don't know if other people know, but I put out albums and I put out music to look good in the long term grand scheme of things. Right. I don't put out things to necessarily please you in the moment. This is a different age than it was when that was appreciated for the style of music that we do. So it even makes it more cooler for somebody to be in the same room with us when we're performing, because you know a little something and we fuck with you for understanding. It's a more higher understanding. Absolutely. So I understand the evolution of it, and it's a very eclectic taste.
Yeah.
And I feel at home like when I'm writing, but I could do so much. Gravy is me having soul with a little bit more pop edge to it. Shout out to Yeti Beats. Yeti Beats is the soul producer of that particular project. And
you went to Memphis to do it?
Yeah, we recorded at Al Green Studio. The Royal Studios. It was like recording in a museum, bro. It was like the same organ, the same Coca-Cola crate from Still in Love.
Right.
It's sitting in a corner, bro. I said, this thing should be in a glass in a museum. So, bro, it's just sitting in it. Listen, it sounded the exact same, dog. As soon as you like, nigga, same tone, everything. It's no, and it's where it's cracked. It's cracked for a reason because that's why I sound like that. But everything was there. I recorded the vocals upstairs while they were recording music downstairs, and pretty much in 7 days we did maybe like 14, 15 songs.
Wait.
Yeah.
Done?
Yeah, honestly. As they were finishing, they would send them up to me, and I would write to the one that touched me in the moment. Yeah. And we did maybe about 3 or 4 more. So there's still Gravy records that didn't come out that we did for the album process.
But you got them.
Yeah, we got
some other stuff,
no, for sure. But it was so fun, man. I mean, being in Memphis is just fun in itself, let alone recording where Al Green did everything. It still feel like you had it smelled like your uncle or your grandma's house in there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Like that I know more. The walls know more than me.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the walls know more than me. Yeah,
Come
man.
on.
Beautiful thing. Gravy is everywhere right now. If you ain't got it, you need to go ahead and dig in. And the Gravy tour is about to be in your city or near.
Oh,
so you
Gravy tour, come on.
You might as well pull up with the friends and the gang, and you know what I'm saying, have a good time and going back. Yeah.
Come on.
It's time.
Come on, Gravy tour.
It's time for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What you thinking, Ja?
Yeah. Okay.
Accidental genius. Tell me what happened now. Something went wrong and then it went right, and we want to know what it is.
Robert Glass for coming out Mother's Day.
What it is.
I'm gonna be a DJ for you, like
What
just the DJ Clue voice. Can I just
What
do it like
it
with
is.
One more time with the DJ Clue voice.
Okay.
me, Robert Glass for coming out Mother's Day.
Accidental genius. Tell me what happened now.
Shout out to all my niggas in the shopping
Something went wrong and then it went right, and we want to know what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, you got your own delay and everything.
You know what I'm saying? It's built in. It's 2024. Built in.
So it's called Accidental Genius.
All right.
So basically, it could be a show,
Okay.
an album, a song, anything, recording that went wrong at first somehow and ended up right.
Wow. I know exactly what to tell you. So LMA put out a song called Close on the album.
Close.
And yes, it's a song called Close. And Fuzzy brought the song to my attention. I was in the studio.
Shout out to Fuzzy.
Yeah, shout out to Fuzzy.
Yeah, shout out to Fuzzy. I just saw him
And
last
he
week.
was like, you put that, you close one session before the engineer opened up there. He was like, can I play something real quick? I was like, fuck with this. He's like, man, I think you should do it. I can hear you like doing this. And what's crazy, I said, play it one more time. And I listened to how simple the lyric was and the cadence. And I was like, I can fuck with this.
Yeah.
He left the studio. I finished the song that the engineer was loading up. And I played the song again when Fuzzy was gone. And I was like, I got an idea of how I could do the music my way, but I need a keyboard player. I called a guy I normally call to kind of like flip stuff with me.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he like 5 hours away. Like he 30 minutes away, but 5 hours away. So I was like, all right, fuck it. Like working with that same engineer, I had snaps on deck for me, like snap making my own creativity, like just going on my own vibe. So I was like, pull up the snap from such and such song. Let's put to such and such BPM. So I start singing the chords because I didn't have a piano player.
Right.
And I was like, okay. I got another note. So by the time I'm done with it, I'm singing what each finger is playing within the chord, but it's a little bit different the BJ way. And I was like, I want to do a sub. All the subs he had I hate. So I was like, can you turn my like boom into a sub? He's like, yeah, let's give me about 4 different ones. So I was boom, boom. And we end up using my voice as a sub in that record. A lot of the stuff is my voice in my cover of Close. That was around the time of Jacquees like remaking other people's songs, and they was like started to throw eggs and tomatoes at them for messing.
King of R&B, Jacquees?
Yeah. No disrespect. I fuck with young boy. But that was around that time, and people was throwing eggs and tomatoes at him for saying that type of stuff. And especially for her song particularly, and DJ Mustard and Herb, and I appreciate them for still clearing it because I don't like getting caught up in stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like them to understand the purity in what I'm doing and the organicness, like he said before.
Absolutely.
And they respected that, and they let us put out a song of hers our way in the middle of all of that. And just for them to understand like how cool our version was compared for... I'll tell you another secret too. One of the homies, her MD, he was like, dude, your version, we put some of your version in our live show. I was like, that's my check. Thanks, brother. I'm done now. Thank y'all. I'm done now. And sometimes it be those little things that let you know you're doing the right thing.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it's bigger messages or, whatever the case may be. But those little things like make me feel good because I'm not the guy that show up and somebody give me a piece of paper and I just sing what's on a piece of paper.
Right.
I'm really into it, especially with my music. I'm there while they mixing. I'm there. Like my input is very necessary. Otherwise, it's going to be some place where I'm going to be unhappy.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you could be happy or think you happy and it still be something that ain't right. Yeah. You got to fix it after the case.
True that.
Sorry again, Rob.
True that.
But
you talking about my solo, BJ?
We can talk about it on the podcast if you want to.
For those who don't know,
yeah.
I did a solo on BJ's last. What's the name of the record?
On Gravy.
On Gravy.
On Smoke Break.
Smoke Break.
Incredible record.
Smoke Break. Super dope joint. Yeah. I played a solo. I did that Jahi studio, right?
Yes.
He engineered it for me. I knocked it out.
He knew it was right.
Yeah, and so we I did the solo. I feel like it was 1 or 2 takes at the most. Two takes.
Yeah. You gave us options, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Options, man.
Gave him 2 options.
Boom.
Yeah.
So I did a solo. We listened back to it. Okay, it's cool. We send it to BJ. Boom. Hits people, whatever. A few months later,
comes out.
Album comes out. I'm like, oh shit, let me put it on my joint. Boom. And I'm like, oh, snap.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, my solo's way ahead, like offbeat.
Something's different.
I'm like, was I drunk at Jahi's house? I called Jahi like, bro, is this how I sounded while drinking?
My phone rang late at night. What happened to those files?
I was like, bro, I couldn't have played that.
He said, load up the cameras. Was I drinking?
Yeah. I was like, what the hell happened? It was misplaced. And when we sent the files, somehow, somewhere in the chain, on some side, it was.
Go tell your part. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened.
Yeah, no, tell me what happened. Tell me what happened.
Yeah, we want to know what happened.
So, to be totally honest, my engineer shout out to Scott, man. Scott is an incredible engineer. Scott is my guy.
Everybody, one out of 3 engineers named Scott.
1 out of 3.
I believe that.
Yeah. I literally say that.
1 out of 3, easy.
Like everybody, like somebody in the studio is named Scott.
If you go in a studio that has more than 2 employees,
one
person's named
for
Scott.
Sure.
That's
if not,
crazy.
Leave the studio. It's not a real studio.
It's a bad studio. You shouldn't be there.
You shouldn't be there.
Every studio should have a Scott.
For sure.
Yeah, and he should know how to weld and solder.
Yes, sir. Chords and all.
Yeah.
Chords and all. Yeah. But shout out to Scott. We get the files from Rob. Everything Rob says is to the T. We get the files from Rob to continue the movie. Me and Scott listen to both takes. Me and Scott do what we do in the studio. Never changed timing, never tapped left or right to anything. It's just placement. Everything is to a grid and locked to the grid. If you load everything right, it's gonna drop in right, just like a perfect square in a hole.
Come on.
And when we sent the files to the powers that be, if Carlos Miller was here, he'd say, "Quit touching shit." That's his favorite thing. He'd be like, "Quit touching shit." And yeah, somebody over there needed a cup of quit touching shit. I'm talking about hot and steamy. They needed it. So, of course, I get the phone call when we learned they ain't quit touching shit because shit be already right. And I think that's what's so powerful about Black music. It sounds like plain English to those that understand it. For those that don't understand it, it sounds like you hear a little English and you hear a little Spanish. You hear a little English and you hear a little Latin. That's how you could tell millisecond, whatever amount of time. A person that don't understand the music won't be able to understand what they're doing and how much is changing the sound of what it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
All Black music has a rawness to it that beats up the metronome in some kind of way within whatever time frame it is. Mm-hmm. It abuses it. And I think that's the power of being a musician. I feel like that's the power. You're supposed to beat the beat up a little bit in some form in your own way, but in a tasteful way, in an accepting way, in a way that somebody wants to hear it again. That's the whole purpose of being special, of having something nobody else has in this industry or what they do. It's a part of your fingerprint. And I think that's what makes you great. I think that's what make our heroes great. That's what make us see it in the ones younger than us. Yeah. Like, how do you understand that at that age? Like, I saw a kid like, was about 8, 9 years old playing like Dilla style bass to Dilla, and he got it, and he understands the fingerprint of it, the sound. I said, ugh.
Yeah.
It's nasty. So I think we in good hands, but I think to quit touching shit keeps the future in good hands.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, we ended up going back and taking it off the DSPs and getting it right and putting it back on. So we
and
good
now it's correct. Now you can hear the correct version. Cheers to that, Rob.
Cheers, my brother. Absolutely.
Correcting mistakes.
Yes,
Look at
yes,
that.
Smoke break.
Fire questions?
Let's go.
We got some fire questions. We got 7 to 8 questions. We're going to fire off at you. You know what I'm saying?
It's going to go fast.
I'm ready.
You got to give the answers quick.
All right.
And then...
Without thinking. Let's go.
Whatever comes to your brain. It ain't got to be that. It ain't family
Without thinking, I'm going to just shoot it.
Yeah.
I love the theme songs. Y'all kill it.
Let's do that one more time so you can digest
Brought to you by
the timing.
By Roblox.
The drum part's my favorite.
He was asleep this whole time. He was. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite cereal?
I could answer this 2 questions. I be mixing.
Come on, man.
Ooh,
Just answer it.
All right. It sound crazy, but Post make these O's. It's like a gold box.
I know exactly what you're
And you
talking
got to
about.
mix that with the little dots of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Dots?
You know, Cinnamon Toast Crunch they make different shapes of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch now. They be trying to flip all the shit.
Oh, wow.
No.
But if you didn't know,
This
they
is
make
advanced
like
cereal
little
theory
pebbles
here.
of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
You done flipped the whole
So you can have
So Cinnamon Toast Crunch dots with the Post O's in the yellow box.
Let it sit for like 2 minutes. and
Post
then
O's are my joints. I love Post O's.
it tastes like the yellow parts of the Captain Crunch, right? But you mix that with the little Cinnamon Toast Crunch dots or the full Cinnamon Toast squares.
Okay.
What?
High level cereal science.
Yeah.
That was
I mean,
actually
man, I
weird.
smoke
That was
weed,
actually
man.
weird science.
Yeah.
I smoke weed, man.
That was actually weird science.
Should have did weird science about cereal with him.
And my other one is the old hood famous, man. You cannot go wrong with Frosted Flakes with a little cinnamon and a little sugar in it.
Come on.
All right. What makes you happy?
Wow. This is not fast, huh? I'm sorry. I took a day to answer that. What makes me happy? My son Nasir makes me happy.
What makes you sad?
Memories of like being a kid that like all the cousins ain't together, or just that time when everything was just hella perfect. It was zero wrong.
What's your least favorite word?
My least favorite word is damn. Stop. No, I was kidding.
If you could do,
Bro.
you're out of the music business.
Hey, see, hearing that in silence is funny. My least favorite word is like anybody else. Everybody, I learned to love a no, but I still hate a no. Of course.
You're out of the music business completely. What other job are you doing? What's your other gig?
I'm creating, whether it's in clothes and fashion, marketing, something. I'm just a creative at heart.
All right.
That's what I learned. The fan.
Next one. What kind of porn do you watch?
Ooh.
You have an answer. The answer's in your mind right now, so give it to us.
Just say it.
Yeah, now you're being hesitant.
Trust me, someone said worse.
I know the difference between thinking.
Let me tell you why. Because this is probably the most question I've probably ever had in an interview my whole fucking life. Like, I've had mad questions. Somebody in the interview said, let's play take a person from the group. I was like, all right, great. And the first group they said was TLC, bro. I've heard crazy fucking questions in my life. But nothing more crazy than this. God damn. All right, man. I like big booties and big titties. I like the combo.
Come on.
It can't be one. It can't just be one. I like both.
So you're in like the thick category and like that, what is it like?
Are you BBW vibe?
See how many words come to with these categories? Just take the words I said, because if I get to answer your question, you're gonna go to another word, then another word. Like, let's just take what I said.
Last question.
Yeah.
Last question.
All right.
Can I have a loan?
Absolutely.
My brother.
See, come on, man.
My brother.
That probably was the fastest fucking question I answered on all of those.
That's family right there.
Come on.
We love
For
that.
sure.
Absolutely.
We
For
love
sure.
that.
BJ, the motherfucking Chicago kid, in the building.
Rob, thank you, brother.
Love you, bro.